Welcome to Blog to Your Talent. This is lesson 42, and we are on the topic of how to fail at blogging.
And this, by the way, is the last episode, the last lesson of this e-course.
We have 42 lessons.
42 lessons. If you've made it this far and you've watched every video and you're here at the last one, well, that's kudos to you. This is good.
Well, I think by now you are probably feeling really good because most kids are not going to even be able to get to this level. They usually, I've seen children start on a topic and about three posts in, they're completely lost. And you made it way beyond this.
You're determined.
So congratulations.
You might say, well, my parents made me do it. But I have a feeling, though, if this is about your talent, that you've done the hardest, really. I mean, once you get into the habit and you're typing every day or at least every other day and you're including something about your talent, then as you go on from here in your blog, because you're not done, this is just the beginning. Now you're going to continually write about your talent. That's the fun part.
So this particular failure is actually appropriate to someone who's gone this far because you're probably getting much better at writing about your topic. You don't need that many prompts to get you going because you have different angles on how to go at it. But I do want to warn you against using too much text. There's too much writing about a particular incident related to your talent or something that you've learned when it's much easier to use video or picture or audio. And the reason for this is because when you're writing about your talent on a blog, the goal here is not to show how good of a writer you are. So this is not about being graded for a school essay. This is about thinking about your readers so they can get that information as easily as possible. And in some situations, not writing about it, but instead putting up a video is a much better way to communicate it.
Let's say you are becoming a really good seamstress and you want to explain to somebody how to make a buttonhole. If you were to just type your instructions out and somebody had to try to figure out exactly what you're saying and setting your machine to the right setting and where to put the thread and so on, it could be a long blog post and it could be kind of difficult. But if you were to do instead, or in addition to the text, you would also do a video showing exactly how to do it so that if someone is trying to copy that, they can stop the video, work on their machine, continue the video. Then it's going to make it a lot easier for both of you, for both the viewer and for you, the blogger.
Right. Now, some of you will say, well, of course I'll do that. That's totally what I do. But I know some of you love to write. And you'll have to resist the temptation to just write about it because you're a good writer. You're going to have to think about your reader and film it instead.
Yeah.
So this is important because somebody who's looking for help in that example on how to use that machine is not going to appreciate you having a long blog post where they have to scrutinize for a long time the text. They want to just see the picture or the video.
And if you feel a little bit intimidated, you don't actually have to be in front of the camera yourself. You could actually point the camera on your machine in your hands.
Show close up with the hands.
And that's what one of our sons does when he's writing a how-to. He actually just zooms in on his hands and he's talking about it, and he might move the tripod and show a different view and come back. And so you don't even have to be. Actually, a lot of videographers are not in the video themselves as they're doing a how-to. They are just showing something.
And most cell phones are adequate enough to show what you're doing, unless you have something that's really intricate and you have to show close up. Yeah. But most cell phones will do a good enough job. So what I want you to do in this lesson is I want you to create a short YouTube video that you're going to load onto YouTube and put a link to in a new post. And you're going to invite your readers to follow you on your channel. So just put up a brief film of you or you doing something related to your talents and explain what you hoped, why you got into this talent, and what you hope to put up on the YouTube channel in the future. So all the best. This is the final lesson in this episode, and I wish you a happy talent journey.
Happy talent journey.